Yes, yes, yes. I'm saying yes to this interview. Marlon, you've done a lot of interviews, including one with myself. But let me tell you something. You see this interview that you did with Shamika, Mrs. Smith? I it was so awesome. It was so fantastic. It was everything that I wanted to hear, and I'm sure many others was so pleased and happy with the way that this interview came across, the way how the questions was asked, the way how Sham answered them. I tell you, it was like having a nice, cool, refreshing drink on a hot summer's day when you're thirsty and you got something that quenches your thirst. It was a beautiful, wonderful interview. Kudos to you again, Marlon, for that interview. And kudos to you too, Sham, for handling the questions so well. Let me tell you something, man. I'm feeling extremely proud for Sham, the way that she came out so boldly. And people would have thought the opposite of you, Sham, that you would be shying away from the questions and things like that. But no, you handled them so well and probably shown a side to you that we've never seen before. You know, you're very intelligent, intellectual, and you didn't hesitate or no pause. When Marlon asked you the questions, you just jumped on them right away because guess what? Everything that you said is true and it's who you are, where you're coming from, where you are now, and what's happening or what's going on in your life. Let me tell you something, Marlon. Thanks to you for letting me use a little clip of your video. For those who did not see it, just take a look at how Sham answered the questions.
The next maybe 10 minutes or so, she'll be calling me back for this live interview with her. Stay tuned and you will see. All right, blessings. Hi, Sham, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, my sister-in-law. Pretty good doing. So, Sham, first of all, thank you very much for this interview that you're giving me.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You know, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you the last time, but you see, it was a little rushy thing, and you know, I had to just a quick time because I had to be in the country. But you know, next time around, hopefully we'll get to meet, and I get to meet you and the kids.
Definitely, I'm waiting.
Yeah, man. First thing of all, I would have to say, Mom and Pop send their love to you and the kids.
Yes.
Right? And I have a special friend from England named Let's Talk TV 58, right? She sends her love to you. She want me to send a special, you know, thing out to you, and she sent her love to you as well.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bless you.
Okay, Sham. So we're just going to take it slow. I wanted to just ask a few little questions, and I had some friends and subscribers who asked me to ask a little question. So first thing I'm going to start off with now is, hey, Sham, how do you navigate being a mom and a wife of one of Jamaican's most influenced YouTuber?
Okay, being a wife and mom to a famous YouTuber, it requires patience. It has its challenges, but it also comes with beautiful moments. I get to see my husband, Colette, live his dream, and that inspires me and my children every day. Even when he travels a lot, he always finds time to check in and remind us how much he loves us. My husband and I communicate perfectly because communication is the key, no matter how busy I get. I've learned to speak up about my needs, and he listens with love and intention. He never leaves us for a long period of time, which is completely normal. Because some job like the military requires more time away from the family, so it's a normal thing. I'm a very responsible person, so when my husband is home, I get things done. I take care of the kids at the household. Whenever he calls, I call him. My children's face always light up when they hear his voice. I've also learned how strong and capable I am managing things at home and creating a loving space for the family. We're a team, and even in the chaos, there's much love, laughter, gratitude in our journey. Our life isn't always perfect, but trust, support, and lots of love seem to work beautifully.
Yeah,
But that's
amen.
basically.
Yeah, man. Amen to that. I'm a true testimony for that because everywhere we went, we called you. And there was even time when you were sleeping. Is it JC and the oldest one? Which is the oldest one again? JC. I remember one time you were even sleeping and JC.
I hope that you guys were listening. Yes. I hope that you listen to that clip. Again, Marlon, thank you for allowing me to use this clip, giving me permission to. What a lovely interview. One of the most profound things that she said was, we are a team. Yes, the family is a team. So for those who had any doubt that Mr. Smith was going about doing things without his wife or his children knowing, Sham just proved you wrong. Sham, you came out and you slayed this interview. I hope that they took notice or grasped everything that you were saying. All the doubts that they had is now removed because you never come out looking unhappy. You came out sounding so positive and very inspired by the job or the things that your husband is doing. I couldn't be no more proud of you. To be honest, I couldn't be no more proud of you. Everything that you said, I knew in my heart that it was exactly so. And I'm sure that when your husband watched this interview as well, he's going to be a proud husband. Your mom, everyone involved in your life, in your daily lifestyle, is going to be proud of you. You sound very much like a teacher. Yes, you are a teacher indeed. And your children, I'm sure you will emulate your daughters, and they're going to come out to be very successful in the professional world as well, whatever field they may choose, because you are there with your children. When Marlon asked, what is your hobby? You said your hobby is spending time with your children, teaching them to read and stuff like that, you know? So of course your children is going to come out on top because they have the proper parenting that's there for them with their schoolwork. And that is how parents should be. You guys don't let the internet get into your head where you get people to take care of your children. You spend time and you take care of your kids yourself. And that is another beautiful thing that I admire about you, Shamika, as a parent, as a mom. You take care of your children yourself. Why would you want to be running behind your husband all over the place like a mad woman when you know you're standing on something very solid already? You're a wife. You are the Mrs. Smith. No one can take your place. I just admire this family. There's so much love in my heart for this family. Yes, and your husband is also very influential. Influential, but at the same time, he's very sociable, just like you. They don't turn up their noses on people. You guys don't turn up your noses on people. I got the opportunity to rap with you at the meet and greet. And you talk to everybody so nicely. I can't forget. I will never forget when I met you at the meet and greet in Dover. And your children, they're very playful and happy. So I don't know what these people is coming with, you know. I even saw one woman in Marlon's comment section saying that Marlon is riding off colors to get the fame. Are these people blind? They don't see the relationship that Marlon has with Colors and the family. They don't see that. They don't see the relationship between Colors and Marlon and Auntie Pauline. What is wrong with these crazy people? Always have to be one woman or more come in with their nonsense And that person have people that's behind her, because I see that comments getting thumbs up. The others maybe not be as brave as you to come out and say something negative, but they agree with things you were saying. But I also liked how people came out under that comment for Marlon as well, including myself. These people, you just can't seem to help yourself. And it's not the first time that you're commenting on Marlon's video. Obviously, you have mixed feelings for Marlon. You're a supporter, but you're not a supporter. One of your comments was even telling Marlon that you would prefer to see him with short hair. Are you one of Marlon's admirer? You have mixed feelings. I'm sure if Marlon click on your profile and look, he will not be intrigued because what he will see is 2 cows. You know yourself, I don't have to come here and call your name. Your name is big and bold over there in Marlon's comment section. I hope that this interview that Shamika did will put all the unrest to rest. Yes, you will stop having doubts about this family, whether they're happy or if they're not happy, because Mrs. Smith came out and said everything that should make you know the answer to that. All right? Yet another great interview, Marlon, my friend, my family. Thank you so much for coming out with this one. I really, really appreciate it. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright, beautiful lights. I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. We're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. Yes, Sham and colors, diamonds in the sky. Keep on shining bright, guys.